the hook sweep. I hope everybody can hear me though. Okay, the way I do my hook sweep is a little bit different than most people. I start with what I call sit guard. So it's not traditional butterfly where you're coming in, or spider, something like that, where you've got both feet and your knees out like a butterfly guard. So sit guard is like this, where foot in here, knee almost vertical, slightly out, and my elbows inside like I'm reading a book. Is kind of the way it's described to me. This is my primary open guard. I feel very comfortable here for people passing this way and this way. I'm able to set up my hook sweep the way I like it. I'm able to pull butterfly, feet on hips. Just so many different variations here, and it limits the control of the other guy. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you my isolation on the sit guard and what I normally do. And we're just going to use a willing partner here, but there's all kinds of things you can do to bait the guy to do what you want him to do. I want this arm, and I want to control it. Traditional hook sweeping, I've seen people like to belt grab here, or sometimes over. Sometimes they'll just grab the sleeve. Sometimes they grab like a hook like this. All those are good, but for me, it allows this arm to get out freely if the guy knows what he's doing. And a lot of times he'll bait you as you sweep. It's too late, he'll free this arm and he'll pass. So what I do is get a traditional, like a whizzer hold, like a wrestling hold, underneath and around. And I grab the collar. And the way I grab the collar is I don't go here, I feed it by pulling it down into my hand and reaching my hand up. So I don't try to go like this. I pull it and reach it and grab it. It causes, and you can see the cloth on him, how much pull it does from here to here. And it's just a tremendously strong hold. I've got a very good isolation of posture control by pulling him into me. If he tries to pull away from me, very, very difficult. Next thing I do is I'm going to switch to the other side so you can see my head and my elbow. So you see the hand grip. Now the elbow needs to lock over the top of his elbow, right about his tricep, and you pull it into you, like this. And last but not least, to really control this arm, I close my knee against the side of his, like his lat, and against my own tricep. So I'm here, and now I'm here. As he tries to pull his arm out, it's just not going to happen. There's no hole for him to windshield wiper it in. It's very difficult. He's stuck here. Okay, so this is the setup for the sweep. Now, what I do here is I'm sitting basically in front of him, like on a straight line. And you think about quadrants, I guess. If you drew an X here, you got one over here, and one straight behind you. I want to put my butt in this quadrant, and I want to put him in this one over here for the sweep. I don't care about his leg basing out. Wherever his leg bases, I just keep taking him over the other apex of his weak spot. So he can hop along all he wants. If he's got no control of his hands, his feet can do whatever want. He will fall over at some point in time. So I'll control this wrist as well. So we got here, we lock, and we control. So when I set up the sweep, I like to get the wrist control over here. I'm not going to snap my fingers. They make fun of me for snapping my fingers. I just wait. So I got his wrist. I can get it like this. I can get sleeve control, whatever's comfortable for you. And I put my knee on the inside just in case something happens. And this is kind of the control movement here. I shift over my left hip, and he's kind of fighting it. Maybe sprawling back, maybe doing that kind of stuff, whatever. And I wait for the time when he shifts. Now watch. See, my hip moves out. My foot is in, and it's going to shoot through. And I'm going to dump him over by raising up and shoving his hand towards his crotch and over my shoulder. And I go real high so I avoid any chance of half guard coming back into play. A lot of guys, when they throw the hook sweep, they get caught immediately in half guard. Usually right while they're flipping, the foot gets caught in there. So I go really, really high and control this to where my knee comes across the chest, and there's no way, try to pull your knees up into me, he's going to regain some sort of half guard control. So I'll be able to sweep him over 9 times out of 10 very effectively. Somebody asked on our forum what happens if the guy stands up. Well, he's going to get arm bars, is what's going to happen. So I get here, I'm locked here, and I'm in control, and I'm waiting. I feel like he's sitting back, like on his haunches, like he knows. He doesn't want something to happen. So now I go for the foot on the hips. I find his hips, and look, my knee closes again, and I armbar him. If he tries to stand, it's even worse. Okay? So you can let him stand. As long as your feet are on the hips, and look, the trick is to close this elbow. I can kind of do it like this, but it adds a whole lot more strength and pressure when you close your elbow and lift your hips at the same time on that elbow. So an easy defeat, if he's waiting back and not wanting to be swept, or he tries to some sort of stand up shenanigans, you can also run him over. A lot of guys will sit back like this. When they sit back, I sit up, and look, my knee goes across his leg and underneath, and I just fall to the side. Shift my hips over, turn him, he comes inside, and I have good side control. So you've got all these aspects here from this motion here developed off of the hook sweep. So once again, let me show you the hook sweep in kind of full motion. I'm here, fighting, whatever. I trap his arm, pull it down, block it, set it up, move my hip over, high. Up and I'm ready to attack his arm or whatever else I need to do. Sit guard hook sweep.